I think there's a real truth in the statement that the most important things in our life don't come easy. And I talk to a lot of people who love video games and they want to make a video game, or they're currently making a video game. They've gone indie already, and it lights them up with so much joy. But when they hit the first wall, they stop. When they get to that first barrier, they stop. And I'll talk to them like, cool, how's your game coming along? Well, you know what? I had some things come up and I haven't made much progress on it recently. I'm like, come on, you've got to push past that wall. Because here's the truth of it. There will be 10, 20, 30, 40 walls before you finish. And you can't stop at the first one. You have to expect that life is a roller coaster. It's got ups and downs. You're not walking on a nice flat field. You're walking through valleys and mountains. And there's going to be times where you get some momentum and you go real quick, and other times where you have to drag your sorry butt up the mountain, and it seems like every step you take, you're going to fall off the mountain and you slide backwards, and there's all sorts of carnage around you. But if you're walking along and you get to, say, a river, and you set foot in the river, and whoosh, it washes you away. And you're going with the river and you think it's where you're supposed to go, but you look around and you can't see your dream anymore. You don't know where you're headed. You don't know what your purpose is. Or you know what it is, but it's blurry and off in the distance. Then you need to connect to that dream again. You need to get really connected to your dream. What is it? What is it that you want to produce? What is the game you want to make? Where do you want to be entertaining and bringing joy to people? Get really connected to it. So when you're being whooshed down the river and you're sitting in your boat and you're trying to paddle and you don't know which way to paddle, you can see there it is. There is the bank of the river. There's the exact spot I'm trying to get to, and you paddle towards it. And sure, you might be going backwards at times, but because you know where you're going and you're paddling, I promise you, you will go forward if you are paddling. This is what I wish for you, is that you never stop paddling your boat, that you always know exactly where you're paddling to. And that I want this for you, because when you have those two things, it is truly, believe me on this, I've seen it so many times. It's been the case in my own life, my own games career, my own journey in making games. Truly, that if you know where you're going to and you're putting in the hard work to row your boat to get there, it is not a matter of if you will succeed, it is a matter of when you will succeed. And I really want you to hear me on that. If you're sitting there at the moment and you're going along on your journey and your journey's hit some bumps and you've hit some walls, please trust me on this. If you know where you're going and you work hard to get there, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.